thinking about putting in some weirs in the creek. Hi everyone. This video will be a bit about putting a dam in our property. So as you can see, there is water on the property from time to time. We've had a bit of rain recently and the creeks are still trickling through. But as you can see, it definitely cuts a line in the property, and there's actually quite a bit of erosion further up the creek to the direction I'm facing now, which is east. So I've been looking at some videos online, and there was a special on ABC Story some time ago about a process called natural sequence farming, whereby you incorporate a few small blockages in the creek line. They call them weeping weirs, and it holds the water back to a degree. So you end up with some wetland areas, or some certainly larger areas that can hold water, and by doing so you allow the land to recover and to establish more. Now, even just looking at this area here, from the recent rain and the soak up that the ground has had either side of the creek, you can see just how green it is. And if it was allowed to soak for longer, we'd actually get larger plants establishing themselves, water plants, birds returning, animals coming in. So the process is basically to try and locate a tight point at the head of kind of an open area. Now, this rock wall and this creek gully here is probably only about 2 meters across, perhaps less. And with a high wall on one side, it would be possible, I think, to build a log and rock and debris blockade that would still allow some water to weep through, but for the most part hold it back. The good part is, as you can see towards the west, it opens out to form what they call a delta, or a flat area. So when water's rushing down a creek and opens up to a flat area, the force of the water dissipates and subsides and becomes slower and less erosive. And by having an established water area in front of it, where this block would be, this weeping weir, it actually absorbs some of the encroaching water and stops it from blowing out the blockade. So I'm not going to do anything about it today, but I'm just walking along the creek to find the combination of this delta and then a tight point that I could add in a reasonable blockade and be able to do it by manual labour. I mean, there's enough fallen timber around, there's enough rocks around, we could do it by hand and then use debris material to fill it up. A bit like in the US, you know, in Canada and North America, you have beavers, and beavers do that. They basically build a blockage at a creek point, and then they create a large wetland area, but the dam still allows water through. It doesn't stop it completely. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of. I need to talk to my friends, but I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be great to actually create a wetland down here and add some natural beauty back in a more permanent way. It might sustain itself across the hot summers. Anyway, we shall see how we go. This may be a multi-year effort, so don't hold me to it because it might not go anywhere, but that's my thought. So if you want to know more about the process, look up natural sequence farming. Doesn't mean you have to farm anything, but just the natural sequence of stopping water flow. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.